a continued case of 7 Chickatabot Road, request for determination of applicability.
Good evening, Board members. For the record, Steve DeRoche, the Ponce Valley Survey Associates, 95 White Street here in the city of Quincy. Again, as you mentioned, we're here as a continuance of this project. I gave about a pretty thorough explanation the last meeting, what we're trying to do here. Then Mr. Keener suggested a continuance so that everybody can go out and take a look at the site. And I didn't hear anything about the results of those meetings, visitations or whatever.
I didn't have any issues with it.
Yeah, when I was out there, it looked like that by raising the elevation of the roadway, it's going to drain, I should say the driveway, it's going to drain to the neighbor's property.
I'm sorry? See,
When I did the site inspection,
yeah,
when you raise the grades of the driveway,
yeah,
I guess the best way to explain it, there's a fence that kind of goes along here.
correct. Yep.
And it
And a
appears
wall.
that with the new contours, the water's going to flow over to the...
No, that's going to be below the wall here, below the, I think you see some elevations on top of the wall. And all the grading inside here is going to be below the walls.
Yeah, over here, I don't see a wall. I see a fence, but I don't see any walls on the existing property.
Yeah, but then again, all of the grades that we have in here are going to be below these elevations here.
If that's the case, you'd be dropping. It looked like you'd be dropping the roadway. Because what I saw, this property line here, they were pretty much even. So this area you're going to drop.
Drop, yeah.
So this elevation will be 13
and a half.
but this is only 12 and a half.
Yeah, it's going to be 13 and a half right in this area here. And then it's going to get down to the existing grade or just below the existing grade to keep all the grading on. I mean, if push comes to shove, you'd like to maybe see a berm up there or something. And we are proposing to pave the driveway, so we can always put a berm there to keep the water on the site.
Well, I'd like to see a bituminous curb.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And if that's the condition, then that's fine, no problem.
Anybody else?
I also went for the site visit myself the day that we had the storm. And the storm had pretty much ended, but there were puddles everywhere. One of the questions I have, we as a board sit here when we're going to build a brand new home, and we have to have flow through everything.
Right.
This area is so clogged already, and to me, the proposal appears to clog it even more. And I know I say this over and over. I've been there when it's bad. My hairdresser lives across the street. The people next door had to do a flow through. I sold them the house. They tore it down. They had to do a flow through. And all of a sudden, we're buttoning everything up, when in fact, we're taking the true meaning of flow through away. And I know we said coastal, but that place is so bad. And there's also, in the next yard over, a sealed basin full of cement with a wishing well over it. I've been there, I've witnessed it, I see it, I even know the neighbors that tell me who did it. And yet, I don't know how we correct that issue. But I really feel if we insist upon flow through for all of our new construction, what are we doing? And I will rest my case, but I really am not happy with this one.
Well, I mean, how would you do a flow through? And a foundation is easy. If the water comes in, the water goes
It
up.
flows right through, just like next door. The
Yeah.
house next door has a
Yeah.
flow through.
Like this here now, the water comes in today, it stays right there.
It doesn't flow through, but it's grandfathered in. If we
Right.
were to tear that house down,
Yeah, if we
they
did.
would have to do that.
Correct.
But we insist upon new construction to be flow through. The whole Strand area is now all flow through. But yet in this case, it just seems to me like it's adding up more water instead of flow through.
Well,
It's
for a
grandfathered, I
point where we
understand.
do have a dry well there, that's going to you know, it's going to take some of the water that comes in.
Perhaps,
You know, as you say, it is an existing condition.
Correct.
It's grandfathered in.
correct.
We're doing nothing more than to raise the level of this grandfathered area, if you will.
But with the cemented catch basin in the backyard of the next house,
Yeah, I mean, but
which is a whole issue, and we're
Yeah.
not flowing through here, we're just gonna clog it more. And that's,
it's
you
gonna
know,
clog our property though.
and you're gonna clog the whole neighborhood, because I've been there when we've had the blizzard of 78, the
Yeah.
blizzard of 91. That you could, those people were out of there. The last storm we had, the people next door were taken out of there. So I still feel it's bad enough, and now we're fooling around with it, so.
But I mean, we can't really make them do a flow-through on a house that already exists.
Correct.
And basically, their garage, their basement floods every time, that's not a proper flow-through. So I think
Correct.
there's not much more we can do.
But are we going to be sealing up their basement, which makes even less flow through?
I think adding the berm, as the applicant suggested,
Keeps it never-
contains any water and flow on the property as it is right now. It just maintains existing conditions. Better drainage for the property owner.
Now, I'm concerned with the neighbors, so.
But the neighbors have that,
The immediate neighbors have a flow through.
but no, you said the neighbors have that well or something that's,
In the back, there's a catch basin
Yeah,
with poured
yeah.
cement in it, with
Yeah.
a wishing well over it.
And
I
you
don't
don't,
have any other concern besides that.
but, any-
I've been down there at low tide and at high tide, and I just think it's gonna flow out to the street.
This way.
with a berm, or an overflow, which
Well,
is.
it's got the wall,
Yeah.
a small wall, right? So that's gonna edge it out away from her house as opposed to down into her driveway.
Yeah, I mean, that's,
But you have a house on each side.
but you can't require a
You have a
homeowner to
house
flood
at
their
the
basement.
corner. I
That's
don't
not
think,
proper driveway.
This is the existing elevation, 14.3 at the curb cut.
yeah, there is existing at back of sidewalk, and this is the existing outdoor paving.
That's 13.6.
Yeah, the water's gonna come this way.
So this is the low point where the drain is.
Right.
It's going to be a higher low point.
Sorry?
It's going to be a higher low point.
Yeah, that's basically, yeah.
Do other than apply the berm. You go to the motion? There's a motion that the, it's actually an RDA, so we can condition an RDA.
Yeah, I'd like to see an amended plan showing the berm, whatever it's going to be, some type of curbing.
The berm wants to be on
right there,
the west side, the
to
west
force
side of the
the
property.
water back out to the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know what you're using over here? I didn't
There's an
recall.
existing wall there.
Oh, okay, retaining wall. So you can use granite, stone, or whatever. Do it as easy, as cheaper, convenient. Doesn't matter. Motion to close the hearing and issue a non-determination of applicability contingent upon the applicant submitting an amended plan showing a berm on the west side of the driveway.
Mr. Chairman, may I just say one thing? Yeah, for the record, Councilor Margaret LaFlores asked me to relay to the board that she had a conflict, she wasn't able to be here tonight, and that she thanks the board for doing a site visit and vetting this project out. Thank you.
Do you have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
And note that I am against it.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
3, 2, 4.
4 years.
Four.